Hello and welcome back to the Garifuna Experience podcast. I'm your host, José Francisco Ávila. And today we are honoring a man whose legacy is woven into the very fabric of Garifuna identity, Thomas Vincent Ramos, known to many as the father of Garifuna Settlement Day. I believe he's also the father of Garifuna History. His life was a testament to his unwavering commitment to his people, and his work continues to inspire us today. The man behind the movement, Thomas Vincent Ramos, born Thomas Villanueva Ramos, came into this world on September 17, 1887, in Tulian Cortés, Honduras. He was a historian, an author, a journalist, and a civil rights activist. In 1923, he made his way to Dangriga, British Honduras, now Belize, and it became his permanent home. Ramos was a man of many talents and occupations. He was a farmer, a trader, and even a candy maker. His passion for boxing led him to manage his two sons, Carl and Abraham, who was known as Kid Abe. He was also a prolific writer and composer, writing a booklet titled Garifuna History in late 1943. As far as I know, this is the first history book written by a Garifuna person. Therefore, why I consider him the father of Garifuna history. His words reach a wider audience as the Stann Creek correspondent for the Belize Independent, a popular weekly newspaper in the 1940s. A vision for the Garifuna people. As a contemporary of the great Marcos Mosias Garvey, Ramos was a dedicated member of the Universal Negro Improvement Association. His involvement ignited a fire in him, transforming him into a powerful advocate for civil rights and an ardent opponent of discrimination. His vision was clear: to advance the Garifuna people worldwide, and by extension, all Afro-Belizeans. This vision led to his most enduring contribution, the establishment of an official day of recognition for the Garifuna people. On November 19, 1941, he launched Garifuna Disembarkation Day in Stann Creek District. This day was created to celebrate the arrival of the Garinagu to the shores of Belize in 1832. His powerful words from a 1941 edition of the Belize Independent reveal the depth of his ambition. If a Moses could have led his people from obscurity to the pinnacle of fame and recognition, I am confident that given an opportunity and necessary cooperation, I could, with the years of my experience and preparation for this task, pull my people from their slumber and the pitfall into which they had sunken through to the ages of neglect and lack of intelligent leaders. I could restore them to the chivalry of our forebear, and laying down such a solid foundation that generations to follow could be able to build upon it for their own prosperity and advancement. From local observance to national holiday, Ramos's efforts were a resounding success. In 1942, the observance spread to other communities like Hopkins, St. Vite, Punta Gorda, and Barranco. By 1943, it was a public holiday in the Stann Creek District, and in 1944, it was adopted in the Toledo District. The celebration was a grassroots movement born from his vision and the collective will of the Garifuna people. In 1977, the holiday was officially renamed Garifuna Settlement Day and was declared a national public and bank holiday throughout all of Belize. This was a monumental achievement. The holiday isn't just about remembering the past, it's a powerful statement of inclusion, recognizing the immeasurable contributions of Garinagu to the diversity and social fabric of Belize. A pioneer in Black history, Thomas Vincent Ramos was a true pioneer. His creation of a recognized holiday for the Garifuna people placed him among the earliest founders of official Black holidays in the Americas. When we look at the timeline of such commemorations, we see the significance of his work. Juneteenth, celebrating the end of slavery in Texas, was first observed on June 19, 1866. But only became a federal holiday in the U.S. in 2021. Negro History Week, founded by Dr. Carter G. Woodson, began in the U.S. in February 1926, eventually becoming Black History Month. Carib Disembarkation Day was launched by Ramos on November 19, 1941. Ramos's effort was not just a local celebration. It was a powerful act of cultural affirmation and civil rights activism that put him on the same historical stage as other great leaders of his time. The holiday he created predates the formal recognition of Martin Luther King Jr. Day in the U.S., which was recognized in 1986, and other significant dates like Black Peoples and Afro-Costa Rican Culture Day in Costa Rica, 1980. This context elevates his work from a national achievement to a continental milestone, solidifying his place as a visionary leader for his people. Honoring a legacy. Thomas Vincent Ramos passed away on November 13, 1955, just 6 days before the 14th anniversary of the day he fought so hard to establish. His burial took place the very next day, with Reverend Claude L. Cadogan delivering a poignant eulogy that reminds us to look beyond the festivities. When you remember the man, Thomas Vincent Ramos, remember not just the jolly 19th celebration, but what he fought to accomplish. Remember that this day celebrates the arrival of the Garinagu to the shores of Belize. It also represents the incorporation of the Garinagu into Belize's social fabric. Furthermore, the Garifuna Settlement Day celebration symbolizes an official recognition of the Garinagu as a people who have contributed immensely to Belize as a country and to the Belizeans as a diverse people. His memory is kept alive in many ways. Since 1956, a torchlight parade has been held every year on November 13 in his honor. This parade kicks off a week of celebration leading up to Garifuna Settlement Day, including the selection of Miss Garifuna and the TV Ramos Classic Bike Race. In 2000, his granddaughter, Adele Ramos, published Thomas Vincent Ramos, The Man and His Writings, ensuring his words and ideas will be accessible to future generations. His contributions were recognized by the nation he helped shape. In 1965, a monument was erected in Dangriga. Later, on November 13, 1990, a bust was unveiled, cementing his legacy. Agustin Flores, as speaker at the event, drew a powerful parallel. Long before Martin Luther King crusaded for equality for the Afro-Americans, Thomas Vincent Ramos had already made his contribution to the cause of the Garinagu in Belize. It is possible that beside reading the philosophy of Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. King might have heard about the achievements of Thomas Vincent Ramos because he preceded King by many years. And in a final tribute, the government of Belize issued a commemorative stamp in his honor on September 4th, 1991, celebrating the 50th anniversary of Garifuna Settlement Day and the 10th anniversary of Belize's independence. And that wraps up another illuminating episode of the Garifuna Experience podcast. We've journeyed into the life of a true hero, Thomas Vincent Ramos, a historian, an activist, and the father of Garifuna Settlement Day, and father of Garifuna History. Thank you for listening, and remember, the future of the Garifuna people is in our hands, and we are driving power, prosperity, and progress. Until next time, stay united, stay proud, Sungube Lida Aba, Ayo. Find new episodes of the Garifuna Experience podcast every Tuesday. Follow the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, and iHeartRadio, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the Garifuna Experience podcast. Your support helps us share our vital Garifuna experience with more people around the world.